What happens when TikTok's secret messages spill out for the world to see? Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the self-proclaimed influencer with 9.8 million followers on TikTok, is at the center of a brewing scandal after a hacker infiltrated her account. What started as a typical online prank, posting inappropriate content and trying to sell the account, has spiraled into something far more explosive. Leaked messages suggest Gypsy masterminded a manipulative scheme to silence her ex, Ryan Anderson, and now the internet is demanding answers. According to the hacked messages, Gypsy allegedly orchestrated a secret holiday meetup with Ryan under the pretense of seeking closure. But this wasn't just a friendly heart-to-heart. The leaks suggest Gypsy's real goal was to get Ryan to sign a non-disclosure agreement, ensuring he stayed silent about details that could shatter her carefully curated image.
Allegedly, Gypsy Rose was in Lake Charles up until last night. Yo, so that means she was with Ryan up until last night, allegedly. That makes a lot of sense because Ryan's been MIA. I've got this through a source. And I want to say I believe it. We're going to have to see what's happening, but honestly, it makes a lot of sense. Ryan has been completely MIA. He hasn't said anything since the divorce. And she was in cutoff, allegedly, up until last night. Now, I do know that Gypsy, I don't think she has posted anything today, but Ken allegedly posted in cutoff for the holidays.
This revelation has sparked outrage among fans and critics alike, questioning the lengths Gypsy is willing to go to protect her narrative. The drama thickens as Ryan's voice has all but disappeared from the conversation. Once an outspoken figure in Gypsy's orbit, Ryan's silence now raises eyebrows. What could he be holding back? And why? Social media detectives are already piecing together theories, with many speculating that Gypsy's alleged NDA was designed to cover up damaging truths. Meanwhile, the hacker behind the leaks remains a wild card. Was this an act of justice, exposing Gypsy's behind-the-scenes behavior, or simply a bid for clout? Either way, the fallout could be catastrophic. With each new revelation, Gypsy's empire looks increasingly fragile, and fans are left questioning how much of her online persona is real.
I just finished a video talking about the hacker who supposedly hacked Gypsy Rose. Now, here's the thing. I am blocked by Gypsy Rose, so I thought that he was posting these on Gypsy's actual account. Now, I have heard that he supposedly went live from her account. I don't know. But here's the thing. He's now posting it to a backup account called Rusty Wrist Hacker. And apparently, Nina was able to track him down because he gave others his email address and she found an Instagram. And it leads to a lot of information that a hacker would never have out there. So I don't know what's going on. I personally, I don't know. I'm going to call bullshit right now, I think, on it. I don't think it's true. It's probably another publicity stunt. It just seems weird to me that they would not have contacted TikTok already and got this under control. I don't know. It just seems really, really strange and a little bit too convenient with what's been going on with her accounts in her life. I don't know. It just is all a little too coinky-dink for me. So right now, I say proceed with caution. I certainly would not be sending any money to this fool for any reason, whether he's real or not. And I do believe he's trying to pull a fast one. It's just depending on who's working on the fast one with him, if you know what I mean.
Things took a dramatic turn when a hacker dropped a bombshell by leaking private messages between Gypsy and her ex, Ryan Anderson. These weren't your average texts. They were explosive. One message in particular sent shockwaves through fans. Ryan, with a heartfelt and vulnerable tone, told Gypsy, "You look so good as a brunette. Miss your face, you know I do. You still have my heart." It wasn't just a casual compliment. It was a full-on declaration of lingering feelings. Ryan's bold move couldn't have come at a more intriguing time. Rumors were already swirling about Gypsy's troubled relationship with her current partner, Ken. Fans began to wonder if Ryan saw the cracks in Gypsy's romance as his chance to slide back into her life. The emotional depth of his words revealed a longing that couldn't be ignored, adding a layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. Amid the chaos, these leaks have sparked endless speculation. Is Ryan looking for a second chance with Gypsy? Or are these messages confirming that they are still secretly in touch with each other?
This is the newest screenshot released by the person who took over Gypsy Rose Blanchard's TikTok account. This is allegedly messages between Ryan Anderson and Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So they scribbled out the top message, but Ryan said, "I know, baby, just relax, it'll be okay. You can just delete social media. Get the money off and delete it, and we can forget about it." Allegedly, Gypsy said, "I am still in contact with one of my ex-prison mates. Basically, it got out, and now my PO is on me about it. I can't keep doing this internet thing. It's just stressing me out. I don't want to go back to prison. Everyone is figuring out everything about my mom. The photos was leaked. If they find out I'm the one who unalived her, I'm gone for good, Ryan." And then Ryan replied, "You know I won't let that happen, sweetheart. We can move away, far away. Maybe to another country, question mark." And then the last message from allegedly Gypsy is blocked out. So do you guys think that this is real? Because it seems some people are now starting to question if this whole situation with Gypsy's account being hacked is a setup. People are wondering why Gypsy's friend Bree, who typically comes onto TikTok to defend her, hasn't been on live talking about this, why Gypsy hasn't been in the hacker's live streams that he's been doing all day, how she hasn't gotten her account back yet, and she hasn't really attempted to debunk any of the messages that are being released. And this is one that, if it were real, I would be especially concerned about. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Gypsy actually knows the person that took over her account and this is just one elaborate scheme for more fame, attention, and money? Or do you think that her account was actually taken and that this is real?
Gypsy's next move left everyone stunned. In an unexpected twist, she leaked Ryan's private messages herself. At first glance, it seemed like a risky decision. Why expose such a personal exchange to public scrutiny? What could she possibly gain from laying their interaction bare? But here's where it gets juicy. Gypsy strategically held back her own replies. By sharing Ryan's words without context, she subtly positioned herself as the pursued party while keeping her motives a complete mystery. This bold yet enigmatic move flipped the script in her favor, leaving fans and critics alike to dissect her intentions. Was this an act of emotional retaliation, or was Gypsy playing a deeper game? Speculation swirled as the leaked messages raised more questions than answers. Then, just when the buzz seemed to hit a fever pitch, Gypsy dropped another bombshell. A message proposing a face-to-face meeting. "I've had many months to reflect on how things played out," she wrote. "Would you be open to sitting down face-to-face? We can meet somewhere quiet, away from all the chaos. I assure you, my intentions are honorable." This sudden shift in tone added yet another twist to the unfolding drama. Gypsy's message carried a sense of calm and resolution that starkly contrasted with Ryan's earlier correspondence. Was this an olive branch, or the setup for a new chapter in their story? One thing's for sure, the tea is far from cold.
It seems like this may be a continuation of the last conversation we saw, so if you didn't see my video on that, go back and watch that first. So Ryan Anderson says, "Baby, you can do that. Just get the money off first before you do anything so you don't lose it. Gypsy, it seems like that's all you care about, Ryan. Ryan, it's not, Gypsy. That's just crazy for you to leave all the money in there that your supporters gave you. I'm sorry, baby. We can have coffee, OFC. Are you going to leave Ken anytime soon? I know you said don't rush things and let it fall into place. I want to be there when my baby is born. Gypsy, I'm just giving it time and slowly coming off of social media so it doesn't get out as quick because they already found out that the DNA test wasn't adding up, and most importantly, the month that I got pregnant. I don't need everyone in my business, and before you know it, it will be on all the T pages." This is the second screenshot. He scribbled these out, not me. Gypsy says, "Remember when I told you Ken checked my messages? Ryan, yes. Can't you just hide them? You know I work, and TikTok is supposed to get banned. A fake number would work to message me, and just tell Ken it's your cellmates. Wouldn't that be smart, Gypsy?" Gypsy replies, "You're always calling me, blowing up my phone. Just be patient. I'm so tired of all of this." Like, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Like, why on earth would it be a good idea for Gypsy to tell Ken that she's texting with her ex-cellmates when that's what she previously got in trouble with her PO for? But then, how would this hacker know about all this stuff that's been happening over the past year?
Gypsy's message to Ryan Anderson might have seemed like an attempt to close an old chapter, but was it truly about closure? While Ryan's words carried an emotional weight, his longing almost palpable, Gypsy's tone struck a stark contrast. Her carefully chosen language, emphasizing moving away from chaos and her honorable intentions, painted the picture of someone seeking peace. But beneath this diplomatic veneer lay a storm of questions. Was she genuinely seeking resolution, or was this part of a calculated ploy to manipulate Ryan? Timing is everything, and this exchange didn't happen in a vacuum. At this point, Gypsy's relationship with Ken was reportedly on shaky ground. Public appearances by the couple had become rare, and rumors of a potential breakup were gaining momentum. Enter the hacker's revelations, an explosive twist that exposed Ryan's private attempts to reconnect with Gypsy. By leaking Ryan's messages, Gypsy turned the narrative on its head, shifting the spotlight onto him. Suddenly, Ryan wasn't just a man reaching out. He was cast as emotionally vulnerable, even desperate. Gypsy's decision to withhold her replies added to the intrigue. Critics argued this move wasn't about transparency, but about maintaining control. It was a masterstroke of narrative manipulation, portraying her as composed and deliberate. Yet, the motives behind this strategy raised eyebrows. Was leaking Ryan's messages her way of silencing him? Ryan, after all, had a reputation for spilling private details about Gypsy, her relationships, including with Ken, and even her stepmother, Christy Blanchet. Meeting Ryan in person added another layer of complexity. Could this have been Gypsy's way of preventing him from publicly sharing secrets that might damage her meticulously crafted image? The hackers claim that Gypsy spent an extended 4 to 5 days at Ryan's house during the festive season, only fanned the flames. If true, this wasn't just a casual reunion. It was a significant event, coinciding with Ken's noticeable absence. The implications of such a meeting are staggering. Was this about rekindling an old flame, gaining control over a volatile situation, or something else entirely? The timing, the context, and the layers of secrecy all point to one thing. In the world of Gypsy and Ryan, nothing is as it seems.
It looks like Gypsy Rose Blanchard has gotten her account back. How? We don't know. I think that this is very interesting, as her being on this app is against the community guidelines. So I think it is really important that TikTok either follows their community guidelines or they don't. I'm not really sure. But anyway, y'all silly folks that threw this girl gifts. Yeah, the hacker didn't get them. She did. I don't know why y'all was throwing the hacker gifts anyway. I mean, that's crazy. So now Juicy is Big Bang Tank for New Year. I'm not laughing because I'm happy. I'm laughing because I just can't believe y'all threw gifts. Like, this is crazy. But anyway, like I said, it is against the community guidelines. Let's go over that real quick. Violent criminals cannot have a TikTok account. So this is a community guideline. And for those of you or us that have an issue with it, I would suggest writing to TikTok directly.
The tea is scalding in Gypsy's latest saga, and fans are struggling to keep up. Recent reports suggest Gypsy had an emotional face-to-face meeting with Ryan, sparking speculation about her true intentions. Was she appealing to any lingering affection he might still hold for her? Or was this an attempt to regain control over the narrative? The meeting, combined with a series of lengthy messages, has people asking, was this about reconciliation, or is Gypsy playing chess while everyone else plays checkers? Fueling the drama, known commenter Nina spilled some major tea, confirming Gypsy spent several days at Ryan's house over the holidays. This wasn't just a quick stop by, it was an extended visit that left observers buzzing. And where was Ken during all of this? Notably absent from any public mentions, his silence has only strengthened rumors that he and Gypsy might have quietly called it quits. This unfolding drama has left critics and fans alike grappling with one essential question. Is this Gypsy's way of mending old wounds? Or is she weaving another layer of complexity into her already murky narrative?
This just in, Gypsy Rose Blanchard's TikTok account has been banana. Now, this comes following Gypsy's most recent post to her Instagram, where she said she was in the process of getting her account back. As we know, Gypsy's account was hacked about 3 days ago, and the person who had control over her account was trying to sell it back to her for $500. We also saw messages between the person who had control over Gypsy's account and Gypsy, where she tells him, honestly, you can keep it. I was gonna just delete it in a few months anyways. If I can get it back, great. If not, whatever. Gypsy also made a post asking people to mass report the account because she would rather the account be gone than in the hands of a foreign hacker. So maybe all of those people reporting had finally caught up and gone through TikTok's system, and that's why the account is gone. Now, as we know, the hacker went live from Gypsy's account several times where they collected a lot of gifts, and this could potentially prevent them from collecting them.
Critics suggest Gypsy might have been playing a long game, leveraging her charm and emotional ties to disarm Ryan, who has a history of exposing her secrets. And let's not ignore the most bizarre twist: Ryan's sudden and uncharacteristic silence. Ryan, known for his blunt commentary on Gypsy's life, from her relationship with Ken to her broader controversies, has gone radio silent. No TikToks, no cryptic posts, no commentary on leaked messages, nothing. For someone who's never hesitated to air his opinions, this quiet streak is deafening. The question is, why? Could Gypsy have manipulated Ryan into staying quiet during their festive get-together, or did something deeper happen behind closed doors? Observers point out that Gypsy has a pattern of reconnecting with people from her past during times of crisis, often using her charm to sway them to her side. Was Ryan's silence born out of lingering affection, a calculated non-disclosure agreement, or fear of being caught in the fallout of Gypsy's ongoing drama? Theories abound, with some suggesting that Gypsy may have framed the visit as a step toward healing, only to strategically strengthen emotional ties. Others speculate that she orchestrated the entire reunion to protect her narrative.
Are we about to witness the actual downfall of Gypsy Rose Blanchard? Allegedly, her family members are saying that she is being canceled by Lifetime. Lifetime is who has been filming her documentaries, and they are now working on season 2. However, allegedly, they are canceling and they will not be working with her any longer. But Gypsy Rose is trying to spin the narrative that she is leaving them because she wants to live a more personal life, which we've heard that many, many times. Her parole officer is supposedly fed up with her. Around 100,000 of her books have been returned, but I really wonder if it's not to do with the supposed pregnancy. Maybe she can't fake it any longer. These are pictures Christy posted, and here you can clearly see her baby bump. But here's another from the same day, same event, same clothes, and there's no bump. I understand sitting in different angles and stuff, the lighting, whatever, but it just doesn't look like there's a bump there. But maybe Lifetime's just tired of the bad publicity, and maybe it's not really that deep. I feel bad for this dog. I can't imagine her taking care of an actual baby.
Possibly even binding Ryan to an NDA. Adding fuel to the fire is Nina's confirmation of Gypsy's stay with Ryan. This wasn't just a casual drop-by. The timing, coinciding with holiday festivities and an apparent estrangement from Ken, suggests premeditation. Did Ryan welcome Gypsy out of goodwill, or did he feel obligated to entertain her presence? The lack of clarity here only deepens the mystery. Some believe Ryan's silence stems from fear, not of legal consequences, but of public retaliation. Gypsy has proven adept at controlling the narrative and discrediting her detractors. Could Ryan be avoiding the spotlight to protect himself from becoming collateral damage? Or perhaps Ryan's feelings for Gypsy are clouding his judgment. His earlier messages hint at emotional vulnerability, leaving room for speculation that he still harbors affection for her. Whatever the reason, the stakes are high. Ryan's absence from the conversation only raises more questions about what happened during those days and how it might impact Gypsy's public image moving forward. Was this a move to shield herself from the fallout of the hacker revelations, or is there a more complex dynamic at play, one blending old emotions with new manipulations? One thing's clear, this saga is far from over. As the drama unfolds, all eyes are on Ryan to see if he'll finally break his silence and share his side of the story. Until then, we're left with a tangled web of speculation, secrets, and unanswered questions, waiting to see what shocking twist comes next. Stay tuned, this is just the beginning.